Hi everyone, this is Jemma Dilag, and we're back again to take a look at Kevin Titus's website, which is now refreshed with the new web edit we had just wrapped up, and I'm super excited to show you guys. If you remember from his previous website layout, he had a drop-down menu titled Portraits that had three sub galleries called Fashion, editorial and commercial and headshots. So when we had started with the edit, Kevin sent me about 800 images, which I had reviewed. After the first review, we had decided to do a gallery for fashion, lifestyle, and portraits and completely remove the drop down menu because these are three separate categories. So they should be within their own navigation structure. What I wanted for him, especially for this edit, is to clearly or more clearly define his goals and the work that he does. First, we're going to start off with the fashion gallery, which I think is his strongest portfolio. It's the work that he's been doing the longest and something he's more experienced in. And if you remember, I was really drawn to the fact that when I looked at his imagery, I could connect clients with the work. So taking his images, we narrowed down each gallery to about 20, 25. Maybe this one could be closer to 30, but I wanted to be able to have a mix of that where we can target both editorial and commercial fashion clients, anthropology, urban, airy, but then also for kind of the more edgier fashion magazines like Nylon or Dazed and Confused would also be able to kind of see that in his portfolio. So I really want to be intentional in how I selected and curated this gallery. As part of the edits, we do try to avoid having quote unquote duplicates where technically this is the same campaign, same model, same outfit, which can be repetitive, but by fooling around with diptychs and maybe collages and making that more fun and kind of imagining it and putting it into a layout spread, I think makes the edit a bit more interesting, or at least kind of keeps the pace of the gallery interesting. Then we went into putting together his lifestyle gallery, which was a bit more difficult to put together. What it mainly came down to was really, again, identifying his brand voice, his style as a photographer, which he had clearly established in his fashion gallery, but in lifestyle, it was kind of more work that he had done in a style that his clients were looking for. So I really wanted to narrow down and only select projects that reflected that same kind of moodier style, or just something that at least fits within alongside fashion. Even though these are two separate galleries, we want the whole web edit and the whole website to feel cohesive. So we landed on 3 different projects ranging from adventure outdoor, like lifestyle, product lifestyle, some corporate lifestyle, as well as some healthcare or corporate healthcare. It's not as moody as what you'd see in fashion, but I think at least the execution of the campaign and the shots that he's taking, especially if he wants to branch into brand narrative, I think this is at least a good next step while he starts creating some self-assigned projects, which we've been discussing to fill out this portfolio that again is more in line with that moodier style, which he so much enjoys. And I think I wanted to encourage him to do that because there are clients that would be interested in looking for work like that. But even if he had this on his site alongside this work, again, it doesn't feel jarring. It doesn't feel like we kind of just jump immediately to a different photographer. It's just kind of still the same photographer executed in a different project. Then we go into portraits, which actually is a smaller gallery that we had come out with. This is actually closer to maybe 15 images, but again, keeping it super tight, still feels cohesive with the work that Kevin does and is also relevant to clients. I can see this for Bank of America, Capital One, foundations who need, a portrait and then for a poster and some text around, things like that. Then we also kind of come into some more moodier portraits, which again, really in line with what Kevin wants to do and is excited about. And here I can see, music labels or shooting for Sports Illustrated or NBA, sports portraits, which I really like and feels more like a balance of, again, of all the things that he wants to do and the style that he typically works in, and creating work, again, that is relevant to clients. And that's really what I want to stress here. Then I also sequenced into some more of these artistic portraits. And I really used, especially in this gallery, used color and like lighting as my guide for the flow, just to keep it all, again, like a smooth flow as we transition, because, you know, these two aren't necessarily like the same image, but it's not a jarring change. I still wanted to include these because when I still, you know, these are quite beautiful, and it's really nice to see photographers who are creative in their work, you know, not just executing work for clients. And I love the lighting here, so there are kind of a lot of great things to admire in these images that I still think are great and are still valuable to save, again, for a publication, music for like an album cover or something. And I didn't want to, in an effort to make him more commercially viable, also take away work that is true to him and his style. So yeah, that's the new edit. I hope you enjoyed seeing the change, seeing the edit, and what the results look like. I know I'm very excited for him as he's also starting his new endeavor into brand narrative and lifestyle. If you have any questions, or if you're interested in working with me or any of the consultants on the Wonderful Machine team, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You know, contact info links should be included in the description below. So again, thank you, and hope you all enjoy the rest of your day.